Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You get it.
But I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes, his 2nd sack of the night. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 8.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the...
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up second.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brings up 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're returning it. Here's Hamler. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Taron Johnson made the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
For the running back.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, Wilson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
From the gun, Allen. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Allen now on first down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Left side here to Sanders. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
the Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth.
On the play, it's fourth down.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Oliver made the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
3-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen.
30-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Goes 27. Bills 10. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Breida.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked off near the 29.
Nothing here.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Running back.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll buy some time right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. Way back then, claim what you saw. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?